In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to set achievable goals. So let's get started. Perspective plans with new videos and podcasts weekly. Join our Patreon at patreon.com/perspective plans for exclusive videos and more. Visit perspectiveplans.com for all of your planner and stationery needs. Only at Perspective Plans, helping you plan for what's to come. Hello everyone, I'm Christina B. Rising and welcome to the Perspective Plan Show, where I help you boost your productivity and stay organized so that you can easily handle whatever life throws at you. I upload new videos and podcasts every single week, so be sure to subscribe so that you won't miss anything. Shop for workbooks, printables, and stickers at perspectiveplans.com. And last but not least, this episode would not be possible without the support of our Perspective Plans patrons and channel members. Thank you. Now let's get into this episode. Tip 1, protect your goal with purpose and persistence. Goals are not all the same, so keep that in mind when you set out to accomplish your most significant objectives. Certain objectives are really meaningful, and they are the ones that actually propel us ahead. You need to give your important goal a purpose and perseverance, in addition to constantly reminding yourself of its significance in order to protect it from being sidetracked by other goals. Consider your critical objective as a lighthouse directing your ship across a turbulent sea of conflicting objectives. To keep it safe, keep repeating it to yourself why it's important to you. Consider how achieving it will affect both your life and the lives of those around you. This strong feeling of purpose will operate as a barrier against outside distractions and conflicting wants. Persistence is also your weaponry. While facing off against opposing objectives, remain steadfast in the pursuit of your important objective despite all alluring distractions. Recognize that obstacles and conflicting interests will inevitably arise, but they don't have to stop you from moving forward. By tenaciously working toward your most important goals, you safeguard them and create the conditions necessary for their eventual accomplishment. Recall that defining a goal is the only first step toward protecting, fostering, and eventually achieving it. Tip 2, get a planner for productivity. It's time to act now that you have a list of SMART objectives. This is when careful preparation is required, since you now need to set priorities, make timetables, break down your smaller goals into activities, and monitor your progress. You're mistaken if you believe that you can retain all of the knowledge in your head. Why not give it a try? Well-organized people utilize a variety of planners to get through their hectic days. The Every Minute Counts planner is the kind of planner that I advise, and of course, the one I use every single day. Available now at perspectiveplans.com in print form. Its layout is ideal for achieving SMART objectives. You can create a successful weekly plan at the start of each week. This entails spreading out work during the work days. You take stock of your accomplishments at the conclusion of each day and each week. Why does this matter? Since people have a propensity to forget. Sometimes we can deactivate our common sense. For this reason, we must think back. Consider this. You have a lot of ambition to accomplish a lot of significant objectives. You begin working on them concurrently. Even while having ambition is admirable, it may occasionally lead us astray. Your eagerness may cause you to bite off more than you can chew, i.e. establish too short deadlines and assign too many duties in a single day, etc. Upon the end of each day, you may have completed around half of your tasks on your list. If you don't think back on this event, you'll find yourself pushing yourself beyond your breaking point and aiming for suffering rather than happiness. Tip 3, performance goals over outcome goals. Be sure to choose objectives that provide you the greatest amount of control. When outside factors prevent you from accomplishing a personal objective, it may be quite demoralizing. In the business world, these might be unanticipated consequences of government action or unfavorable corporate circumstances. In sports, they might be poor decision-making, unfavorable conditions, injuries, or just simple misfortune. If your objectives are based on your own performance, you will be in charge of their accomplishment and able to enjoy the fruits of it. If you have tried bullet journaling, time blocking, or just plain old to-do lists but haven't found the right solution to manage your time, then it's time to try out the Hourly Planner Bundle. This is the ultimate planner with everything you need to manage your schedule and get things done today. Featuring 300 plus planner pages with and without sidebars, 100 plus event and holiday labels, and over 2,000 plus planner stickers in 14 unique colors. All this and more can be found in our hourly planner bundle, available in 2 amazing color options at perspectiveplans.com. Paperback edition, now available at Amazon. Helping you plan for what's to come. Tip 4, the method of focusing time. The focused time approach forces you to divide your duties into 25-minute working periods, interspersed with 5-minute pauses. This will spare you from protracted, energy-wasting working sessions that typically result in attention loss and, of course, procrastination. If you finish 4 focused time sessions, you get to take an extended 20-minute rest. One of the finest strategies for maintaining task focus and controlling your attention span is the focus time approach. Quotes that inspire are just another fantastic feature of the Every Minute Matters Planner. Each monthly section begins with one to help you feel more motivated for the day and even the month. Everything you need to be more productive is included in the Every Minute Matters Planner. Inspiration, prioritizing, organization on a monthly, daily, and hourly basis, and of course, reflections. Tip 5, have more minimal goals. Establish a 5-year plan comprising of smaller goals that you must accomplish in order to attain your lifetime plan, once you have determined your lifetime goals. Next, make plans for 1 year, 6 months, and 1 month that include increasingly smaller targets that you must meet in order to fulfill your lifetime objectives. All of them ought to be predicated on the earlier scheme. Next, make a daily to-do list of the tasks you need to do in order to move closer to your long-term objectives. Your initial smaller goals can be to study books and learn about the accomplishment of your higher level objectives. This will assist you in raising the caliber and realistic level of your goal setting. Lastly, go through your plans to ensure that they align with the kind of life you want to actually lead. Tip 6, quit trying to be perfect. Perfectionism can occasionally be linked to advantageous qualities like strong organizational skills and attention to detail or perseverance in one's profession. According to studies, those who strive for perfection are more driven to work hard and more conscientious. While this may seem a bit wonderful, perfectionism has many more detrimental effects. Perfectionists are prone to self-criticism and are far less adaptable. Additionally, they suffer from increased levels of worry, stress, and of course, burnout. Is there anything more detrimental to productivity than a state of high levels of stress, anxiety, burnout from jobs, and self-criticism? Sure, aiming for perfection might spur you to higher positions in the success hierarchy. But these supporting factors all seem like very significant roadblocks. Have you ever heard of a stellar student who had straight A's who spent years worrying over their final assignment before submitting it? Well, that was me. Perfectionism is typically the underlying theme of these tales. The notion that you must always perform to the highest standards and that you must only produce absolute perfection can be so taxing that it becomes impossible to begin working. Generally speaking, a perfectionist finds it difficult to accept errors, setbacks, and of course, uncertainty. They have a fixed mindset, which explains this. As we've already discussed, flexibility is essential to reaching your objectives. Living a life of all or nothing and thinking in black and white won't get you very far. Developing a development attitude is something you should do if you battle with perfectionism. In what way? By altering your perspective of the world. You're not flawless, no one is. Learn more about who you are and what your advantages and disadvantages are. How can you get better? You will always make errors. Try nonetheless to refrain from making the same errors repeatedly. In what way? Well, consider failures. Failures do not justify giving up on a project or even an endeavor. These are insightful teachings. Self-criticism and negativity are poisonous. To increase your motivation, try adding some positive affirmations to your everyday routine. A clear and effective action plan should take the place of grievances and justifications. Tip 7, lifetime goal setting. Thinking on what you want to accomplish in your lifetime, or at least by a meaningful and distant age in the future, is the first step towards creating personal objectives. Establishing lifelong objectives provides you with a broad viewpoint that influences all other areas of your decision making. You should attempt to create objectives in some of the following categories, or in additional categories if these are relevant to you, in order to provide a wide, balanced coverage of all significant areas in your life. Career, in terms of goals, what level do you hope to attain in your work? Financial, what is your desired income and by when? Regarding your professional ambitions, how does this even relate? Education, is there any specific information you want to learn? What knowledge and abilities will you require to accomplish additional objectives? Family, would you like to have children? In such case, how do you plan to parent well? In what way do you want your partner or your extended family to see you? Creative, do you have any artistic objectives? Attitude, are you letting anything stop you from moving forward? Is there anything in your behavior that irritates you? If yes, make a goal to change your behavior or figure out how to solve the issue. Physical, do you have any sports aspirations? Do you wish to be in good health well into your old age? How are you going to go about doing this? Pleasure, what kind of enjoyment do you wish to have? You should make sure that you have time for yourself. Public service, are you interested in improving the world? If yes, how? After giving these ideas considerable thought, choose one or more goals from each area that most accurately represent your objectives. Next, think about pruning once more to get down to a manageable amount of truly important goals. While doing this, be sure that the objectives you have established are the ones you actually want to accomplish, rather than the ones that your family, employers, or parents may think are appropriate for you. If you have a spouse, you should definitely think about what they desire, but don't forget to be loyal to yourself as well.
Create a budget that works for you and track your debt, monthly bills, savings, expenses, cash envelopes, sinking funds, savings challenges, and more. This budget planner is perfect to take control of your finances, even if you are a beginner and just started your financial journey. Featuring 200 plus planner pages with and without sidebars, over 1,500 planner stickers in 14 unique colors, and 50 plus quote layering stickers that allow you to customize the background to match your planner style. All this and more can be found in the Budget Planner Bundle, available in 2 amazing color options at PerspectivePlans.com.
Paperback edition, now available at Amazon. Helping you plan for what's to come. Tip 8, make regular modifications. Recall that establishing realistic objectives is a process rather than a single act. You can discover along the process that certain things just don't add up. The amount of work assigned on a certain day may be excessive. Additionally, the original time limit may be impractical. You must replace the member of your team who left. It would be fantastic if you could establish some really high standards by adhering to all of the guidelines and advice listed above. You must, however, remember that life is unpredictable and that you will feel let down and angry if you become unduly rigid and focused on reaching your objectives. According to marketing expert Marissa Sharif, being flexible might be essential to reaching your objectives. She asked participants in one study to download a step tracking software to their phones. After that, she divided them into 3 different groups. The first group's objective was to complete their weekly step target 7 days a week. The objective of the other person was to complete their daily step target 5 days a week. The third group's objective was to complete their daily step target 7 days a week. However, they were allowed to skip 2 days in case of necessity. Which group, in your opinion, gave the best performance? The third one, naturally. This was the most driven group, with members frequently going above and beyond the needed number of steps. Having the freedom to alter the strategy as needed inspires employees and improves their performance. Hence, rather than becoming upset over being late, think about changing your objectives, because learning never ends. Hence, rather than becoming upset over being late, think about changing your objectives, because learning never ends. You gain a deeper understanding of yourself with each mistake you make when you overestimate or even underestimate your abilities. Tip 9, when choosing goals, be wary about giving up too soon. Oscar Wilde, a fan of Lady Windermere, famously remarked, "There are only two tragedies in this world. While the other is obtaining what they desire, the first is not." When someone decides to pursue a goal, their anticipation of how pleased they will be upon a goal achievement forms the basis of their decision. Someone pointed out that this prediction, however, may not be valid for many reasons, which can result in the phenomenon known as miswanting, which is the desire for something that is not appreciated or loved when it is actually obtained. For instance, it is far too simple to think that dieting would result in a smaller physique and this will grant your desires. While it's probable to enhance one's health, lowering weight might not have a significant impact on personality. Should weight reduction not result in such broad adjustments, self-control can falter. As a result, choices based on erroneous happiness predictions are probably not going to optimize actual happiness. Tip 10. Put Stephen Covey's priority matrix to use. Assign each of your duties to one of 4 cells in a matrix: vertical, significant or insignificant, horizontal, critical or not critical. What is urgent then? Anything with an urgent deadline for today or tomorrow is due. Everything that is enjoyable to do or that will provide you bonus steps in the direction of your objective is crucial. You'll know what to do first once you fill up this table. Of course, importance and urgency come first. Not really important, but maybe urgent. In third position goes to important, but not urgent. And you get the idea. Not important, but not urgent. This matrix is excellent. However, you will want extra tactics if your urgent and important cells are filled. Bonus tip if you made it this far into the episode. Focus on fewer goals to achieve more. Plato and other ancient philosophers imparted wisdom that still holds true today. In today's world of limitless opportunities, do one thing and do it well. It's a theory that emphasizes the value of simplicity and the necessity of concentrating on a smaller number of objectives. The following explains why focusing more narrowly can result in more success and, of course, fulfillment. The age of choice is upon us. We are living in a time of unmatched choice. There are innumerable hobbies to pursue, employment options to consider, and personal growth objectives to establish. Although having so many alternatives might be thrilling, it also poses a serious problem: decision fatigue. We frequently become immobilized by the dread of making the incorrect decision. When we have too many goals or even aspirations, this may cause us to become paralyzed by the possibilities and do nothing at all, a condition known as analytical paralysis. Defining the pool of competing objectives. Deferring objectives might be a serious hindrance to one's personal development. It is difficult to focus in advance on any of our goals when there are 2 or more vying for our time and attention. Simplifying our attention and focusing on a smaller number of well-defined goals might help us make better decisions by lowering the cognitive load involved in the process. Share this awesome episode with someone you know who needs it to help them plan for what's to come. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I hate for you to miss the next episode. Now let's get into our recap. So let's do a quick recap just in case you missed a tip on our list. Tip 1, protect your goal with purpose and persistence. Tip 2, get a productivity planner. Tip 3, performance goals over outcome goals. Tip 4, the method of focusing time. Tip 5, having more minimal goals. Tip 6, quit trying to be perfect. Tip 7, lifetime goal setting. Tip 8, make regular modifications. Tip 9, when choosing goals, be wary about giving up too soon. Tip 10, put Stephen Covey's priority matrix to use. And our bonus tip, focus on fewer goals to achieve more. In this new year, be grateful that God has given you victory over many things over the past year. Stephen M. Hitchcock. I just want to take a moment to thank our patrons and channel members. This episode would not be possible without your support. Thank you. And if you would like to support the show, visit patreon.com/perspectiveplans today. Thank you so much for stopping by and pressing play. I truly appreciate it. Let me know down below in the comments or your podcast review what tip you'll be using. Keep planning for what's to come, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.